In recent days, the legendary team owner Keith Kunz got into a social media back and forth about the cost to go racing these days, and he revealed some interesting numbers about the current state of midget racing. Kunz, obviously the owner of Kunz Motorsports, along with Pete Willoughby, and they've long been tied into the Toyota racing development pipeline for young drivers. The KKM team has helped develop Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell, Rico Abreu, Buddy Kofoid, Logan Seavey, and many others. This season, they are fielding a quartet of full-timers out with USAC full-time with Jacob Denny, Cannon McIntosh, Kel Drake, and Gavin Miller, the drivers. Along the way, we'll also see the team run cars for Brandon Carr, Colton Robinson, and Alex Karpowitz. KKM also made headlines back at the Chili Bowl in January when they showed up with an incredible 16 cars for the 6-day event. And when you see and hear people railing against funded drivers, while they might not come out and say it outright, this is often the team they are directing their feelings toward. I have multiple times on this show shared my own opinion about funded drivers, which is that I could just care less. Keith and Pete have built themselves a sustainable business, and they've launched a lot of racing careers, both with drivers and crew members. I'm not really sure how you frown upon any of that. Back to the money stuff, though. Kunz got tagged in some burner posts and jumped in to respond about the cost to go midget racing in 2025. He said that it's $7,000 a night to go racing with the midgets, and that the Chili Bowl is $17,000 for the week. And that's if there's no crash damage to repair. He went on to say that a midget operation costs the same to operate as a sprint car team. Engines, cars, trailers, employees, all of it is not cheaper because the race car is smaller. So at $7,000 a night, if you can get 65 races in between USAC, Extreme, and Power, you're looking at nearly $500,000 in 2025 for a full midget season. You can definitely have a pretty solid 410 sprint car operation for that amount for a year. And it's been a few years, but these numbers align with what we heard from Zach Dahm and Thomas Meserol back in 2023, when T-Mez walked around Wayne County and did a bunch of commentary on his YouTube channel about the cost to go racing. Dom said then that a brand new race-ready midget was $90,000, with anywhere between $45,000 and $65,000 being the engine, and that depended on whether you were going to go with something like an SR11 or a TRD. And these numbers also jive with what we went through a few years ago when I dove into the money to go big-time sprint car racing. The top teams are certainly spending a lot more than $500,000, especially to run Outlaws or High Limit full-time, but $500K would get you pretty far.